where you wanna be, cause you know we gon' talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? What is this, Hump Day Wednesday? Let me see, is it Tuesday, Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Hump Day Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Today was an eventful day. Let me give a shout out to my members and those that pulled up on me. Today. Okay. Let me see. If you say hey, I'm gonna say hey back to you, okay? Cutesy, hey girl. Talanda, Neely, Sandra, Rashida, Coyer, just a mess. Tinkerbell, I see you. Riri, Denise, Margot, Sharon, Shantisha, Meg, hey Meg, Nobi, Diane, Diane, Thelma, Binkity Bink Bink, Yolanda, I see you, girl. Miss Savannah. Okay. You must be new in the chat. Hey, girl. Sharon, Tanya, Lady V. Who we got? Tandra, Deborah R, Kimberly C, Kathy A, Thelma, Patrice, Mama 3, Tiffany, Steph B, Sonia, Janet, Kim, Jen, Lisa, Sandra, Kimberly H, Lakeisha, Sean, I see you, girl. Me, I see you. Shantae, Melinda, Lakeisha, Rose, I see you. Can't sleep, come vibe with Chris. Shantae, I think I said that. Who else do we have? Juanette, I see you, girl. Natasha, Jackie, I see you. Jennifer, Tammy B is in the house. Didi, hey, girl. Pam B, BL Evans, I see you. Sonia C, Nakia, Lauren, hey girl. Is that Arjana's? It's a Vibe Lounge. Hey girl. Cheryl H, I see you. Miss Magnificent, Allison, Cassandra G, Yasmin, thank you, girl, for surprising me with my Coca-Colas all the time, honey. I love you, honey. Real Talk K, I see you. Island Girl, Tamika. Hey girl, Tony, Sonia, RL, The Love of Day, and Shelly Shells. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Well, today we got another eventful day, honey. We're gonna get into it, but before we do, I gotta say this, y'all. Y'all know we getting older, some of us in this chat, and those that are not, those are the young ones. Y'all listen up as well, okay? So I went to the doctor today. Hey, Miss Hurd, I hope you feeling well, baby. Hey, Kenjo. So I went to the doctor today. My husband went like Monday, I think it was, and he got the shingles shot, right? The shingles vaccine. And I said, you got that? There ain't no way I'm getting that thing. I'm not letting them inject my body with none of this. We ain't in the military no more. We don't have to sit there and, get all these vaccinations. He said, well, I got it because, hell, the 21 years I was in the military, it didn't hurt me, so why is it going to hurt me now? Hey, Rachel Ray. Hey, Tender T. Hey, J. Lou. Hey, Glenn, girl. So he said, for the last 20-something, 21 years, I got it and it didn't bother me. Why am I going to worry about it bothering me now or whatever? And I'm like, well, I ain't getting it. So I go to the doctor today and she offered it to me. And I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want no more vaccinations. I'm good. I don't have to ever take no vaccinations ever again in my life. Honey, let me tell you something. When that lady took out that piece of cardboard or whatever information and showed me what shingles look like, honey, I don't know if y'all seen it. I'm not even going to show it on here because it's disgusting. Yeah, shingles, baby. She said if you had chicken pox, you may one day get the shingles. Okay. So I looked at it and I said, ew, gross. I can't even imagine that being on my body. I think I would cut the whole rash off of me if I had that because it's disgusting looking. And she said it's very painful. She said you can't even touch it. Like your clothes can't touch it. It hurts so bad. I said, girl, go give me that shot. And I rolled up my sleeves. I don't like needles, y'all. I really don't like needles, honey. I rolled up my sleeves. I said, give me that shot. She said, hold on, I'm gonna get it. Child, I got the shingle shot today. Okay. Listen, I'm a type of person. I'm a show me type of girl. You show me what it gonna look like. And I'm like, I don't want that. And then she told me you can get it in your eyes. You can get it anywhere on your body. You can get it in the fold and creases of like your elbow, your knees, the back of your knees. They said you can even get it in your butt crack. Okay. Your butt crack. Can you imagine having a rash so big in your butt crack, right? I know that sounds disgusting, but I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. That is red with a whole bunch of white bumps. No, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. So I got the damn shingle shot, and my arm is it's painful now. It ain't, I ain't trying to scare nobody, but it's just like I'm trying to think of a shot. Um, I can't think of one. I can't think of the name of it, but we took plenty in the military. You're in the military, you know what I'm talking about. It's shots make your arm just feel so sore. It just feel very sore to the touch and stiff. Like she told me to keep moving it, right? Keep moving my arm and it'll loosen up. It make your muscle feel very, very tight, you know. So that's what I'm feeling right now. It kind of gave me a slight headache, so I'm gonna be drinking quite a bit more water. That's what she told me too. You need to drink more water, more. You need to drink more water. So that's what I'm going to be doing, drinking more water because, I got that damn shot today, okay? She said that because, I'm 50 years old, when you get a little older, things start coming back around, honey, and you got to protect yourself. So to all my women out there and men, if you in here, if you are 50 and over and they offer you the vaccination for shingles, I'm going to need y'all to go on and take it because y'all just look it up on your phone, okay? Somebody said, my auntie had it in her eyes and she died with it. Ooh, yeah, she said it can get in your eyes too. She did say it can get in your eyes. So like, I don't know if there's any, people down in the comments that don't like vaccinations or whatnot. And I'm sure you probably have your reasons. And hey, it is what it is. But honey, after looking at those photos, I thought I didn't want no more vaccinations for the rest of my life, right? But after looking at those photos, I had to roll up the sleeves today. Okay. So anyway, please get your vaccinations to prevent yourself from having other issues down the line. Okay. But I wouldn't want that type of rash on me. You hear me? It's making me itch even thinking about it. Okay. She said, hi, more. I will be subscribing again. Thank you, Sharon, so very much. Hey, everybody that just came in the chat. I want to go over a little bit today about what happened again, okay? So Diddy went before the judge again, him and his attorney, with a plea to the judge yet again, for him to not go to jail, okay? So I'm going to pull it up and we're going to go over it a little bit. But I want to just say, I posted a little bit on my page, but let's talk about something for a minute. Now, let's talk about this for a minute, and I want to need your participation. I understand lawyers have a job to do, and I know you guys know that too, right? But tell me, how do y'all feel about a lawyer? Okay, thank you, Rita, for reminding me of my disclaimer. Girl, I don't know how I forget. I need to start doing that as soon as I put the thing up. Thank you so much for reminding me of my disclaimer. It is strolling across the bottom, and basically it says what the things that I say out of my mouth is based on my opinion. And that I am using all of this for the purpose of criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. I am in no way, fashion, or form trying to defame anybody's character, okay? So now, question. Even though we know attorneys have to do their job, how do y'all feel about an attorney trying to downplay abuse, domestic violence? How do y'all feel about that? If you heard a lawyer say, they were just in an argument, or even, they mutual combat, or they were in a relationship, things like that happen in relationships. So how would you feel about that? Do you think that as an attorney, a defense attorney, that they should be able to say anything they want in order to get their client off, client found not guilty? Or do you think that there should be some parameters that they stay in between, that they don't compromise their own integrity, their own morals and values? What do you think? Lauren says, sadly, it's their job, but I hate it. So you think because it's their job, they should be able to say whatever, it doesn't even matter. If it would clear their client and prove that he is not guilty, do you think that they should be able to say and do whatever to make their client innocent? Or so that the judge can, convince the jury that the client is innocent? She said, I will hire me a new lawyer. Yeah, I don't think I just told somebody that just earlier. I said, I don't think that he's fighting enough. Not even fighting enough. I think his defense is weak. It's weak. I'm going to read to you guys some of what they're saying, right? And I do think that it's weak. I don't know. I'm going to assume that he wrote it because I'm going to say that Puffy has too much money to be coming up with this himself. I'm sure that his lawyer wrote this, right? Because that's what he's paying him for. She said there's no such thing as morals and values when it comes to representation. Okay. It's triggering. I can't stand to see him in my timeline, so I haven't been online. Ooh, who are you talking about? P. Diddy. I will hire me a new lawyer. They shouldn't be able to be deceitful. It's a disgusting tactic. He has the dumbest attorneys I've ever heard. It's all about the money with lawyers. Make me feel that they are in it just to win the money. Of course. I don't like it, but it's what their job is. Okay. Well, we wouldn't have no lawyers because Lord, how many millions he's getting paid? I'm sure a lot. When lawyers drop a client, I think that's an example of somebody choosing dignity versus a win. Okay. He's a horrible attorney. He is. I don't think that he's doing enough. Meg said it's an attorney's job to give their client the best defense. Even if it compromises your integrity and your morals and your values, attorneys are under oath, but they still lie to make money. His money can't buy his freedom. Hey, Miss D-Mac. Breaking news just dropped on Diddy just now. He forced people to watch something called Bleach Bout, ARC, before forcing people into freak out. Oh my God, more look at this. If you are paying someone to represent you, you will want them to pull out all the stops too. 187,000 a day. Ooh, honey, I might have to say anything too. No, I'm just kidding. No. These attorneys are playing in Diddy's face, money grabbing as long as they get string him along. They know that they can sign up for not. They know what they sign up for. Not everyone is innocent. I have to be the only one who has no idea what's going on. I'm so out of the loop. All right, let me tell you what's going on right quick. So P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, also known as a whole bunch of names like Sean Puffy Combs, Love, that dude. He has been arrested on trafficking, bribery, conspiracy, racketeering, RICO charges and stuff like that. And honey, he's in jail right now. He had a bond hearing yesterday and was denied. He did an appeal today and he was denied again today. But let's go over the transcripts from yesterday hearing that his attorney used today in a letter to the judge. Okay. So now in this letter, I'm going to read it, but it basically outlines and says that's a relationship and they was doing relationship stuff. Okay. They were just, it was just a fight between lovers and friends. You know what I mean? It was just a fight. But Cassie says, no, it wasn't. All right, but let me not get ahead of myself. All right. So this is what it says. Now, one thing that's important about this video, the video he's talking about is the video in the hallway of the hotel where he ran out of the room when she was trying to escape. He ran out and he only had a towel around him and he grabbed her, threw it to the ground and began to strike her with his foot. Okay. So this is the video that we're talking about. I'm sure everybody in here has seen that video. Okay. So now one thing that's important about that video is what his attorney is saying. And since the government talked about some of the evidence, we have to talk about some of the evidence too. That's what he meant. What I think the evidence is going to show about the event leading up to the video. Now listen to this. He's saying the evidence leading up to the video being made is that two people are in a hotel room. Mr. Combs and Cassie. We calling Cassie victim number one, okay? All right. Victim number one, Cassie. And victim number two, well, it ain't no victim number two, so Cassie, right? And from count number two, having looked through more text messages and emails that I care to, and I think the government would agree, one of the major issues that the couple's relationship at that point and at many other points is that he's trying to say Diddy had more than one relationship. And Cassie was looking through his phone when he was asleep found evidence that he had another girlfriend, grew angry, hit him upside the head while he was sleeping with his own cell phone, took his clothes and grabbed 2 bags and ran out the room and down the hall. So now this is what Diddy's attorney is trying to say. He said, wait a minute, you guys only saw what happened in the hallway. But let's talk about what happened before. You know, they always say that, right? They always have, well, she did the worst thing to me ever. Okay? She cussed me out. She said the worst thing to me ever. She did the worst thing to me ever. And hence why I did A, B, C, E, F, G. Okay? So his attorney is trying to say, Cassie, while Diddy was asleep, this phone shit again, grabbed his phone, looked through it, saw that he was cheating on her. Now, come on now. Now here's the thing. If Diddy ain't never cheated on her before, she was with this man over a decade. If he had sex with a whole bunch of other people and had her having sex with a whole bunch of people, then what's cheating? They had no committed one-on-one monogamous relationship. They slept with whoever, okay? In the open. All right. So anyway, but his lawyer's defense is, let's talk about what happened leading to the video. Okay. He was asleep peacefully, snoring like a baby, you know, laying down in his soft velvet sheets, you know what I'm saying? Sleeping peacefully, dreaming about the clouds, right? When she grabbed his phone, saw that he was cheating on her with another woman, she didn't like it. So she hit him upside the head, honey. Imagine that. She takes his own phone and says, pluck him upside the head, is what his attorney is saying, right? And then after hitting him upside the head, grabbed the cell phone and his clothes and sped out the room. So he was forced basically to go after her. Because guess what? The attorney says she left him in the hotel with no clothes, meaning she took clothes, okay? So he had to go get him. That's what he's trying to say. Okay. He said, so now I'm not going to comment on that video because my client commented on the video and we all know what we saw. But to the extent that the government says that this is somehow evidence of sex trafficking, he said it's evidence of Mr. Combs having more than one girlfriend and getting caught. That's what it's evidence of. But not sex trafficking. No. They were in a relationship. They had a disagreement. They got in an argument. It was evidence that he got caught cheating, is what his lawyer's trying to say. She got mad and she did what girlfriends do. She hit him. That's what his attorney's trying to say, okay? And he said, and this will be shown resoundingly, not just by my words, but by the written communication between these two. And let me talk about that for a second. He said, this is a 10-year relationship we're talking about. 10 years. What he's trying to say is a lot of stuff happens in a 10-year relationship. He said, this is not sex trafficking. This is a 10-year relationship. These two people were in love. Toxic love, baby. That will be made abundantly clear by the way they speak to each other, by the way other witnesses describe their time together, and by the circumstances of how they broke up. They were in love. And Combs wasn't always faithful. So call him a cheater, okay? He was a cheater, a playboy, but he wasn't no sex trafficker, is what his attorney is trying to say. There was someone else. One person, maybe more than one person. Yes, a dog. He's a bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. His attorney said, that's it. Okay? He says, this was a source of great hurt for Cassie. Cassie didn't like it. Cassie didn't like that he was a playboy. But at the end of the day, there were mutual philandering, and Cassie ended up marrying this trainer that Mr. Combs got for her and had 2 children. So basically, he's saying she cheated, he cheated, and she ended up marrying a trainer that Puppy actually paid for her. Okay. She fell in love with the trainer, baby. You know, just like women fall in love and have sex with their pool boys. Well, she had sex and fell in love with her personal trainer. Okay? And that's what ended the relationship, is what the lawyer is trying to say. When she got with the trainer, that is what ended the relationship. So he's trying to say, listen, they both cheated, but Diddy gave her the boot when she got with this trainer dude, okay? They have been cheating on each other for years, he says. Not trafficking. They did it for years, okay? But now she had 2 kids with a trainer, and that was the bridge too far that led their relationship to fall apart, okay? All right? Now, that ain't all what he said, honey. Let's continue, let's continue, let's continue. He says, number 1, realize she had a pretty good thing for 10 years with Mr. Combs. Now listen to this. Now he goes in and try to say, only reason why Cassie is coming out saying anything right now is because she missed the relationship that she had with Diddy. All the excitement, all the freak-offs, all the parties, all the lavish lifestyle she had. She missed it. Okay? This is what she says. Cassie realized she had a pretty good thing for 10 years with Diddy. They were in love. It was exciting. She was a recording artist. He had a recording studio. Things. I don't want to comment on her present life, meaning it's boring as hell. Okay? She had a lot of things and more things. And now in her downplayed, watered down current life, is not exciting. Is what the lawyer is trying to say. She missed all that, honey. That's why she's coming after him, because she missed it. She missed the things, okay? But the attorney goes on to say, I have no idea what her current life is like. Maybe things with the trainer wasn't quite the same as it was with Diddy, okay? And she does something that is very significant. If we're going to talk about the evidence in this case, she has her lawyer call Mr. Combs' lawyer, and in a recorded 8-minute 12 seconds conversation where her lawyer says, my client has written a book and it's about your relationship, okay? She is not talking about sex trafficking, and she is not talking about sex crime. My client has written a book and she is going to publish it. But if you want to buy the rights to this book, if you want the exclusive rights to this book, and if you want the rights and she won't be able to publish it after you have the rights, you got to give her $30 million to get the rights to this book. That way, the book that she writes about her life, only you will be able to read it, is what her lawyer said to his lawyer, okay? Then he needed to buy, and it's on the recording. He said, we got it recorded. We got it recorded that the lawyer said, my client is writing a book. Okay? My client is writing a book about y'all relationship. A tell-all. Okay? So now, if you want the rights to the book, meaning she won't have no rights, she can't release it, she won't be able to say shit. If you want the rights are going to cost you $30 million. Okay? Now, the conversation, I guess, didn't go as well for her lawyer and the lawyer. So the next thing we know, it is now November of 2023, and she has a different lawyer. That lawyer is not so interested in the intellectual properties of $30 million. This lawyer is saying, I'm going to bring a civil sex case because the statute of limitation allows me to do so. Because there has been a change in the statute of limitation that allows me to do that. And that's what I am going to do. So I'm not really here to embarrass you anymore to the tune of $30 million. I'm going to bring the civil sex claim against you. Okay? Then it's negotiated. Mr. or whatever her lawyer name is, and I are not invited in the case yet because there is no criminal component to it. So basically, the lawyer is saying, I wasn't privy to this information because I am a criminal defense attorney, and there was no criminal component to this situation between this civil sex lawsuit that she had when she asked for $30 million. Right? His current lawyer said, I ain't had nothing to do with that because it wasn't even criminal yet, okay? case settled for an undisclosed and large amount of money. And then we have the torment of other civil claims. Now, a little birdie said that the undisclosed amount was $30 million. Exactly what the hell she asked for. Okay, now I've heard rumors out there that it was 100 million. I've heard rumors out there that it was hold on, I got more, you guys. I heard that it was 30 million. I heard that it was 100 million. I've heard different little things, but I just heard yesterday that it was 30 million. That was by an attorney. Okay, so I think I did read it all. Hold on one second. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay, so that is the letter in which they presented to the judge. So basically, they're told the judge it was just a relationship. They just had a little mutual combat, right? But that doesn't mean it was sex trafficking. But guess what? In the court, there was evidence that in that hotel room that we seen on video of her running down the hall, she has evidence that was presented that they were indeed in that hotel partaking in another freak off. There was another sex worker in that room. So her dashing for the elevator door, it wasn't because he was asleep and she went through his phone. No, she didn't want to engage in another one of his sex freak offs. There was a sex worker in that room. Now, I don't know if she didn't want to engage or she didn't want to engage again because, she may have done it, right? And from what the paperwork says is, he would drug them up to continue to do it. So, during their little sexual episodes, it wasn't just no one time and then they knock out and go to sleep. It may have been one time. They may get up and get some water, get something snack, and then they do it again, get some more water and a snack, and then they do it again, and then they do it again, and then they do it again, or whatever, right? So from what the paperwork is saying, that they've done these freak offs where they actually engage in multiple acts of sex in one day, okay? In one period of the day, all right? So I don't know if she had done it and then she didn't want to do it no more. That's why she took off running. But I don't know if just before they did it, she took off running. But there was another person in that room and she did not want to do that, okay? Alisa said she better hope that she hasn't put the wrong names in her book or she would have more than Diddy to deal with. Well, the book never was released. The book was what he paid the $30 million to not happen, So that's what the $30 million was for, right? But, let me tell y'all this. So, hold on, let me drink some water. Oh, wow. So Meg said some of the freak offs was over several days. It went on for several days, not just one day and over maybe 4 or 5 hours. Meg said it went on for several days. Now, that could be some crazy stuff. And y'all already know, but she young. Y'all know when we're young, we might be able to do stuff like that. When you older, honey, child, please. Ooh, I can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so Meg said it was over several days, not just one day. She said Diddy now holds the copyrights to all of Biggie's songs. Oh, okay. So listen, it was something else that was said, and that is, it just slipped my mind. Hold on just a second. It's gonna come back. Well, 2 things I'm gonna say. Okay, another reason, I'm gonna take this down. Another reason why the judge denied the bail is because it was said that Diddy knew that he was under investigation, right? And even knowing the feds are watching you, when the feds watching you, they really, really watching you, right? All eyes on you. Big brother in the sky is watching your every move. He still contacted potential witnesses, and he pretty much tried to convince them, that's not a good word, convince them, what's the word? Gaslight them. He tried to convince them that what happened didn't happen. He tried to change the scenario, like, how we heard Ray J tell his kids online that, you didn't see mommy and daddy fighting, right? So basically, he tried to call up some of his witnesses to try to convince them that what happened didn't happen. He was trying to get them to change their story. he was trying to say, you know this was consensual, right? Like, we didn't do anything that you didn't want to do, that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? That gaslight that type of stuff. He tried to convince them to say that they were in agreement with what went on. Like, this was all consensual, nothing happened to you that you didn't want to happen. You came on your own free will. I didn't make you come, like, right? So basically he tried to intimidate witnesses, and they have it on recording. Okay? So that is another reason why the judge says no, and this is a different judge from yesterday, mind you, okay? But let's go over some of the things that he proposed today. Let me see if I can pull it up. If I can, I know it off the top of my head, okay? I don't probably know all of it, but I know some of it. Let me just tell you a couple of things that he proposed to the judge today. He says, listen, you already have my passport. I already said that I will stay home on a GPS monitor. I won't leave the house. He said, but now I will give up my phone, and I will give up all my electronic devices, including my computers, iPads, or whatever, and I won't even go on the internet. He says, I won't even look at the internet. This joker wanted out of jail so bad, right? Because he knows he has to stay in jail now until the trial date, right? This joker said, I will give you everything. I just want to be home, right? I will give you my phone. Now, can you imagine not having a phone? Can you imagine not having access to the internet? Now, I do know some people probably don't have access to the internet, but come on. Can you really imagine not having access to your phone? Do you really think that Diddy was not going to have access to his phone? Do you even really think Diddy was going to stay at his house? Huh? She said, Amore, is there another process that can be done to get Diddy out? The lawyer mentioned he will continue to work on it. He did say that, but I'm going to let y'all listen right quick to the lawyer because I really don't like what he said today. In my opinion, I do believe that the lawyer is weak. He says this more than once. He say things like, it's not in our hands. It's in the court's hand. It's not in our hands. He says that quite a bit, and it makes me think like, is it really like, is it really fighting? Like, it just really sounds like, he's like, I'm going to do all I can, but it's not in my hands. If they want to get Diddy, they're going to get Diddy. That's what I'm pretty much hearing. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's what it sounds like is coming out like, hey, it's not in our hands. If he's going to get out, he's going to get out like, hey, by the grace of God, right? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up another way. Diddy's lawyer reacts. Okay. Let's do it this way because the other way yesterday was small and I went back and looked at it. Let's do the one that he just did. Okay. I don't see it. No, that was yesterday. All right, so it's gonna be small. Sorry, you guys, but this is the latest and greatest one. Okay, it's gonna be small, but let's listen to him right quick. Okay.
So we made a bail appeal.
Can y'all hear that? That's kind of low. Oh, hold on.
Good afternoon, everybody. So
okay, that's low. Let me try to get it. I know it's on this station right here. Give me a second. Diddy's lawyer. Hold on. I didn't know it was that low. Here it goes right here. No, that's the one from yesterday. Okay, come on.
I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make.
No, that was yesterday. Give me the one for right here. All right, here it goes. And then he had a nerve to want to try to say that he's being kept in inhumane conditions. Like, it's so funny to me. So funny to me. Okay, hold on. Let me skip this. And let's get him up on the screen right quick. Okay, now it should be louder. All right, here we go. He's walking up to the mic now, you guys.
Good afternoon, everybody. So we made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Detention Facility. And I'm going to do everything that I can to move his case as quickly as possible. I understand that the government has a great amount of electronic devices that they have to download and provide to me, but everything's on the government's timetable. Nothing's on the defendant's timetable, and they're going to have to accommodate me and him and give us a quick trial, and I'm going to be pushing for that. He's ready. He's focused. He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case. Nothing has changed from his perspective. I obviously would much prefer to fight this case with him out of jail, and we are going to try to bring that about through additional legal process. But wherever he is, his resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight anymore. I'm not really going to take any questions, but at this point, we are moving forward. We're preparing for trial as we speak, and we are considering our next steps and appealing the court's ruling from today. All right. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. He's doing good. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll do that. All right. So, in the past, Essex County, New Jersey, it's a county facility, but it has a contract with the federal government, and you can get certain number of federal inmates in Essex County, New Jersey. And in my experience, it's an easier place to deal with. I think it's better for the person being housed there, and it's easier to get access, to him. I mean, one of the hardest things when you're preparing for a very significant trial with a great deal of discovery is you want your client to be able to have access to, the electronic discovery. Nothing nowadays is in paper form. Everything's electronic. So you need to make sure that your client has access to a computer and then it can look at the discovery, that comes in. So that was my idea. All right. I'm going to go. Thank you.
Okay, so that is his attorney. And as you heard him, basically, of course, he said he's in inhumane condition, so they're going to try to rush the trial, so he can go quickly to try to prove his innocence. That's what he's trying to say or whatever, because now, he is in jail until the trial. And, we said yesterday that could be 6 months, a year, we've seen one 5 years, right? So it can be a while. Somebody asked a good question. They said, what else can be done or what is to be expected of him when he goes to jail? Now, I'm going to let y'all hear from an attorney aspect. Let me grab it right quick of the one that I heard speak of what to expected for Diddy in jail. Let me see if I can come across it again. Hold on one second. This is not looking good for Diddy, but I think we all knew that. And then I'm going to talk about something that somebody brought up to me that I actually thought was pretty a good observation. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring that one back up. Oh, goodness. I was trying to look through my history. I must have been looking at so much. I had it earlier. I should have downloaded it, as I always should. I cannot even remember who he was speaking with. It wasn't Tom Lemon. He was having an interview with an attorney, and it was saying what Diddy. Hold on. Give me a second. It's not this one, but let me just go ahead and play this one. I have not heard this one yet. This is not the one that I looked at yesterday. But let me play this one. So I don't know what he's actually going to say. But the title of it, is this an attorney? Let me just see if it's an attorney, because I would love to hear the attorney points of view. Because I am not an attorney, y'all. So I don't know all this stuff. Was it on law crimes? Law crimes don't like you showing their stuff, but I might be able to get away with it to a certain extent. Hold on.
Multiple explosions.
Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm trying to. No, it wasn't that.
Multiple.
Sorry. I don't know what the heck that is. I'll find it in a minute, but let's continue to talk. I know I'll find it in a minute. It was basically just saying, what is he to expect in jail? How they're going to be treating him and stuff like that. How he was going to be away, of course, separated from the population or whatever. But he was also talking about, basically, in a nutshell, he said Diddy's about to go through some hell. That it ain't going to be comfortable for him. They're not about to make it comfortable for him. Like he is, he's away from people, but just for the now, actually, and I guess he would be. She said Law and Crime. Let me see if that's it. Hold on. I really don't like Law and Crime Network. Really don't like showing this stuff because he tries to sometimes strike your page. But let me just go to it. I did see other people using it, so maybe he won't strike me this time. He tried to strike me. How P. Diddy accusers got him arrested. 5 pieces of evidence P. Diddy might get convicted for. Everything found in P. Diddy's mansion. P. Diddy defense for false sex trafficking. Oh, yeah, let's listen to this one because the judge, I forgot about this. The judge called him out about that tape and assaulting his ex-girlfriend. Let me tell y'all this right quick. We're going to listen to this, but let me just say this for a second. So y'all know, and I think I said this yesterday, had Diddy paid the girl the $30,000 in the beginning, do you know that this would not be here today? Now, I'm not saying somebody else may not have came out down the line or whatnot. However, wait a minute, she said, I hope he makes it because TMZ said a warden said it's people that's really ready to unalive him. Damn! I can only imagine that. But do y'all know if he would have paid the $30,000, we wouldn't be here today? Now, I'm not saying that somebody else down the line would not have said something about him. We're not saying that. But had he paid the $30 million, I said 30,000, I meant the 30 million. Had he paid the $30 million, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here right now. She said Stephen Smith had a good observation. I don't like Stephen Smith, but you know what? You think that's a better one? Let's look at Stephen Smith. I kind of like Stephen Smith because but let me just go to it. Stephen Smith has, it says he may never see outside the world again. Do I want to hear Stephen Smith? Let's just think. He needs to stick to sports. I know I'm wrong for saying that, but he just be talking sometimes. But anyway, he probably say I need to stick to other shit too. But let's hear what Stephen Smith got to say. Maybe he won't tag my page the way the other one will. She said I don't like him. You know what? It's so funny that a lot of people feel the way I do. You guys are so funny. But let's listen to him. And he's not a lawyer. No, you know what? Let's listen to the lawyer. Well, let's see what he got to say. It's only 8 minutes. Let's listen to what he got to say. And then I want to hear from a lawyer, okay?
Airways of YouTube. As we are taping this show, we are monitoring released on bail because he's reached out to witnesses and victims, and some witnesses say they are scared of him. This is according to the prosecutor. They're saying that he's reached out to some victims. The Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson is the one making this argument to the judge. She says that he's reached out to some victims. After Dawn Richard, a former member of a music group Combs started, filed her lawsuit on September 10th, Combs reached out to another member of the band and publicly denied the allegations 3 days later. Johnson said Combs called and texted other women 58 times in 4 days. Stuff like that. Just reading for.
Now listen, did y'all hear that? He called one of the witnesses 58 times in 4 days. 58. Now, I wonder, did he have a malfunction in his iPhone, huh? I don't know. What y'all think? Tell me in the comments. Y'all think there was a phone malfunction? 58 times in 4 days. Wow.
The report from CNN.com. And Kevin Frazier, you heard him allude to it just a few minutes ago, that what else is going to come out of all of this? Because you know names are going to be dropped and what have you. I'm not attaching any names to this. All I'm doing is reading the news, ladies and gentlemen, at this particular point, and giving you my thoughts based off of the news. This is the kind of stuff that I was alluding to when I said we need Hollywood's in trouble. Hip hop, R&B, the music industry. I'm not talking about actors and actresses. I'm talking about Hollywood in terms of the music industry. It's in a world of trouble right now because you don't know whose name is attached to P. Diddy, and you don't know where the dominoes are going to fall. You see, when R. Kelly, with his pedophile ass self, was being pursued by law enforcement, by prosecutors and what have you. It was just him. It was just him. There might have been some people who knew or thought or heard or whatever the case may be, but they wanted him. Okay? They wanted him. When you look at P. Diddy, it almost seems clear. It's not just him thereafter. These are RICO charges. It's an indictment. It's Homeland Security.
Now, I absolutely agree with him. It is not just Diddy that they are after. Yesterday they kept saying enterprise, a crime ring, enterprise. Honey, it ain't just him, honey. It ain't no way Diddy ran no enterprise by himself, okay?
Homes raided in Los Angeles and Miami. Computers and laptops and iPads and phones and surveillance videos and stuff like that confiscated. They did that in May. You're talking about months later, and here they come with this indictment, and they're trying to make it so today, as we're taping this show, if prosecutors have their druthers, they're trying to make today his last day of freedom in his life. That's what they're trying to do. They want him behind bars today. Mm-hmm. Not next week, not next month, not when the trial begins, and he's found guilty by a jury of his peers. In their eyes. No. They want him in jail now.
Because and I believe the reason why they want him in jail now is because one, they don't want him to run. And two, they don't want him to tip off other people that may be going down with them, right? And that may run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say no names, but he might be trying to tip other people off to get them free, is what they're afraid of, right?
This is the level of urgency that they're attaching to this. And then lo and behold, on this day, when P. Diddy is walking into a courtroom in New York to plead not guilty on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, hip-hop music industry vet Kevin Liles is resigning from his Warner Music Group executive VP gig. I am reading from a story right here online on TMZ. On Tuesday, Liles sent a company memo announcing his resignation as chairman and CEO of Warner Brothers 300 Elektra Entertainment chairman, passing the torch to some seasoned vets. The next paragraph, ladies and gentlemen, here's what it says. Liles has been with Warner since 2004, which formerly housed Diddy's Bad Boy Records. And he's been vocal defending the mounds of allegations against Puffy. That's what it said. So it's not me talking. Every time I've met Kevin Liles, has been incredibly nice to me. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. What I do know is that they're attaching his name to P. Diddy. And they're doing so on the day that he resigned. And they're showing you the connection between him and Bad Boy Entertainment. You know why they're doing that? Because it's a glimpse of what's coming. There's a whole bunch of names. Y'all get it.
So basically, it sounds like he's trying to say that everybody that has been attached to Diddy their name is going to be, kind of soured, I guess what he's trying to say, because, that's the CEO or somebody of Warner's Brothers that just stepped down because he was defending Diddy. So they basically saying now, I guess if you defended him or you've been caught with him in some type of capacity, you about to be side-eye, baby. Side-eye. Okay?
I ain't gonna put out no polls. not going to put a poll out there and ask you and give you names and multiple choice. I'm not doing that to other human beings. Only reason I read Kevin Lyle's name is because of the TMZ report that's plastered all over the news right now. It's the only reason I read the name. I'm not mentioning anybody's name. But what they're saying is that's the first domino. This is what they're saying. That's the implication. That's what's going on. Think about the parties at his home. Think about the artists. Puffy, P. Diddy, Sean P. Diddy Combs, Sean Diddy Combs. Think about the artists he's represented.
Listen to what Kia said. She said he's effing over folks' bags. Stevie J and his baby mama had a show coming out on BET, and they done pulled the damn plug because they don't want no connections with Diddy. You hear me? I'm talking about, listen, TDJ's my, Father God, can you hear me? Listen, it's about to be, somebody said exposure. Anybody that has something to do with Diddy about to probably lose some things. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Who's worked under his label? Go ahead and do your own homework. Think about the people an inordinate amount of people he's been seen with at these parties and beyond. And as Kevin Frazier highlighted, think about Jeffrey Epstein. Think about Suge Knight. Think about what happened with Jeffrey Epstein. Think about how Suge Knight deferred to the Jeffrey Epstein situation when describing the potentiality of what could eventually happen to Sean Diddy Combs. This is bad.
Bad.
This is very, very bad. All we can do is keep our eyes open, watch the case unfold, and remember, as the prosecutors are pursuing this case against him, pushed forward by Homeland Security of all folks, we're going to hear more and more and more details. I just finished watching a couple of news channels, a couple, not just one. You know what they said? They brought up the video of him throwing Cassie Ventura to the ground, his ex, and kicking her and throwing a vase at her. And they said, that's just one tape. You know they have more. That's what the news networks are saying. They also brought up reporters who cover or have covered the music industry and how they're saying he's been accused of being violent, not just with the ladies, but having people beat up. And then they said, allegedly having people killed. This is what they said on the news networks. Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, all of that. That's what they said. What people were saying. Kevin Frazier alluded to it. They're saying it. And prosecutors are pursuing a case against them because of it. This is where it begins.
Hey, Jimmy Jim.
This is not where it ends. We all need to keep our eyes open with regard to the fallout from all of this. Not just who falls, but for what reason, and how was the preponderance of evidence gathered against them? Was it because of videos confiscated by Homeland Security at his homes that they raided in Los Angeles or Miami? Or will it get to the point where Diddy says stuff himself to protect himself?
And he is.
His life.
He is. He's going to talk.
And Lord knows of whom else.
Okay. So here's the thing I wanted to show right quick. Hold on. I may have to. Oh, here's the guy. Listen to this.
He often advises people on how to handle.
Now, this is right here. It says Diddy's in jail. What comes next? Right? Prison expert weighs in. Okay. Now, this guy actually spent some time in jail. Now, she's a lawyer. Okay. In this interview with Arjanetta Levy from Law and Crimes. Okay. And they discuss what's next and what's to expect for him being in prison. Okay, let's listen to this right quick.
Going to prison. So Justin, first off, your thoughts on Sean Combs being scooped up on a Monday night at a hotel when he was expected to turn himself in on Tuesday?
Well, he's in real trouble. This case has gone on, or the conduct has gone on for a very long time, 2008, continuing till today, according to the government. Clearly, they think he's at risk to the community, which is why they're going to ask that he remain in detention. And I know part of the reason they like to arrest defendants who very willingly would go and surrender and turn themselves in. They like headlines, they like attention, and they want people to know, if you break the law, we're going to come and get you, regardless of the time, day, or how much privilege or wealth you might have. We're coming to get you. They like the show that accompanies arresting people, especially in high-profile cases.
Even if Sean Combs knew he was going to be walking into a courthouse on a Tuesday, it still has to be a little bit of a shock. Maybe he thought, I'm going to walk into that courthouse, I'm going to surrender, I'll make my initial appearance, I'll make bail, maybe I'll get a GPS bracelet. But the U.S. attorney wants him to stay behind bars, and I'm assuming they will get what they're asking for. So this has to be a shock to somebody like Sean Combs, who is used to living in the lap of luxury.
It's a shock for anyone, whether you're rich or not, but certainly when you have that level of wealth and things have gone your way for so long, and you tend to have, when you're rich and famous, a lot of enablers around you who tell you what you want to hear, including potentially lawyers who are telling him what he may want to hear. They might have make it seem like it's a formality he's going to get bond. He may still get bond with very heavy restrictions and inability to leave New York, with an ankle bracelet monitoring at all times in his mansion. Some people make fun of home confinement because you can be in a mansion. This is not like a white collar crime. When people get indicted in a white collar crime, the headline will say they're looking at 40, 50 years in prison. Then they get sentenced and it's 18 months or 2 years. They love the headlines in this case with racketeering and fraud and arson and everything that's been alleged. When they say 30 or 40 years, that's no joke. It could be 30 or 40 years in prison if convicted. And not in these cushy minimum security camps. He will be on a higher security prison labeled a sex offender, which presents a whole slew of problems. So his only goal right now is somehow, some way to remain free, because the risk of serving time in that detention center, being isolated because of his status, would be devastating. And I'll also say part of the reason the government is arguing that he should be confined immediately is the obstruction charge, which alleges that after he knew that he was a target, he continued to make choices that exacerbated his struggles. They say he's a menace, Your Honor. We need him in custody.
The racketeering conspiracy charge alone carries a life sentence or a maximum penalty of up to life in prison. So, I mean, this is about as serious as it gets. I think a lot of people, though, after this long of an investigation, I mean, it had been going on since March. The feds have more than a 90% conviction rate, so they always have their ducks in a row when they issue an indictment. I think a lot of people were wondering, wow, 3 charges. It's 3 charges. Maybe they were expecting more. So were you expecting more to come out of this other than what we're seeing right here?
Well, first I'll say a federal investigation since March isn't that long. So they prioritized this. They got there pretty quickly. It doesn't surprise me that it's 3 charges. What will not surprise me is his continuing to fight. And there is very little willingness of people who are high profile to actually accept responsibility. He has a presumption of innocence. He has every right to go to trial, though with the evidence and what we're seeing, if convicted, he's looking at like the R. Kelly scenario, decades in prison. And I hope at some point, if the evidence is so overwhelming, he can say, if I've done something wrong and created victims, how can I make amends beyond just scratching checks? This is also devastating for my family. Is there some path to accept responsibility and plead guilty? Because if he's able to do that, he sets himself up for a scenario where he might not spend the rest of his life in prison, can actually have some freedom and begin to get on the right side of the law and identify with people that he's hurt. The issue is Sam Bankman-Fried, Elizabeth Holmes, so many people, R. Kelly, despite overwhelming evidence, they continue to go down this path of going to trial, claim that they are the victim, and if and when they lose, a sentence that could be 10 or 15 years. I'm not saying 10 or 15 years isn't a long time, but it's not 40 years or 30 years, which could be in his path. And they'll really get tight for him, I suspect, in time, once a lot of these enablers, you read all about him in the indictment, enabled the conduct, turned the other way, his partners, business partners, they didn't want to lose their job, the fame that accompanies working with him. When some of those people begin, as they say, to roll over and cooperate because they don't have his resources. So at some point they need to say, I need to get on with my life and I don't want to serve 10 or 20 years in prison. What can I do to potentially get a shorter sentence, accept responsibility? And if that means cooperating against Sean Combs, so be it. And you can expect those things to happen.
They've already subpoenaed the head of security, okay? So they subpoenaed the head of security. Don't think that they ain't gonna subpoena the maid, the cook, the nanny, the damn gardener, the pool guy. They about to subpoena everybody that knew what was going on. You understand what I'm saying?
The government's very good at getting people to cooperate, and that can induce some people to plead guilty, though I suspect he's taken it all the way to trial.
Well, and I was going to ask you about that, about the so-called enablers mentioned in the indictment. I mean, he didn't, according to the U.S. attorney, do this by himself. There was an enterprise that takes more than one person.
Absolutely.
And he's having, according to the U.S. attorney, people shipped in for these freak-offs. I mean, the freak-offs feature very prominently in this indictment. So he didn't do all of this by himself. He wasn't hanging out, handing out drugs by himself to participants, giving IV fluids to freak-off participants. I mean, this was going on with the assistance and the help of a lot of people. We already know that Brendan Paul, the guy accused of being his drug mule, has entered a plea in Florida, so he may be cooperating. Do you expect that other people already are cooperating if they aren't, or will be soon? Because this has got to send a chill down the spine of a lot of people who were in his orbit. You said that you expect people to be cooperating, but do you think there may already be people cooperating?
I think people are already cooperating and help them build their case so quickly. When the FBI shows up, I know because they showed up to my home, one of the first questions they'll ask is there anything you'd like to tell us? That's an opportunity to give the government everything you possibly have for the hopes of getting what's called a 5K1 in the federal system, a cooperation letter to the judge expressing why this defendant is worthy of a shorter sentence. So certainly people are cooperating. And we can't forget, people are enamored with celebrity and stardom in this country. When you have power and influence and you have people who sense an opportunity to make a living and live a lifestyle they never could have imagined, it's easy to rationalize their conduct. I work for him. It's his decisions. I don't want to lose the payday. These people are complicit. They're a part of it. And oftentimes these people in retrospect will say, I made bad decisions. So they're going to get a shorter sentence because they cooperated and they did what so many high profile people fail to do: apologize. In these statements from lawyers and Sean Combs, there is very little identification with victims. Even his former girlfriend, he only eventually apologized after it came out on film that he had beat her. Even in that, it was self-serving. I think he said God or someone forgave him. So it tends to all be about him, and it doesn't help when you have the lawyers enabling the conduct. The lawyer said with all he's done, he should remain free. What has he done since 2008 to demonstrate that he lives as a law-abiding citizen according to the government? And lastly, I'll say, oftentimes people will plead guilty in federal court, get a shorter sentence because the judge will say, this went on over a month or two, was a crime of passion. You embezzled money 3 times, it was wrong, you're going to be held accountable. They're alleging 16 years. So you can't allege this is out of character for him. Here's what the government's going to say. This is his character to victimize other people, and worse, he fails to accept responsibility. He makes it all about himself. And that's why he's looking at decades in prison.
Do you expect more to come out of this? The U.S. attorney said this is an ongoing investigation, urged people to come forward. Do you expect a superseding indictment? Is this just the beginning?
I can't predict if more superseding indictments are coming, but certainly I think people they're cooperating, and therefore they're lawyering up. They're sitting in their home somewhere thinking, do I go to them or are they going to come to me? Are they going to come and raid my home at 6 a.m. with the guns and the helicopters and take me into detention? And maybe they don't have the resources to postpone, or the lawyers advocating on their behalf. So more is coming. And I can tell you from having just a dude that served a measly 18 months in a minimum security camp a long time ago, the hardest part is the waiting and wondering, are they coming? If they come, what does that mean? And if they arrest me and I plead guilty, how long will I serve in prison? And I will say again, these sorts of crimes, look at where, R. Kelly is serving time. It's not in a camp. They're in higher security prisons where you're locked down, oftentimes isolated because the stigma that accompanies this sort of crime. So yes, people are freaked out and they're worried about what's coming next.
Well, we will watch. We will continue to watch. Justin Paperny, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on.
And that's it for this.
All right. So basically, he's basically just trying to touch a little bit on what to be expected. But this was yesterday, so that's why he was like, oh, he may get a bail bond, whatever, but he tried it today and he didn't get it, okay? So he's definitely not getting out no time soon. Now, somebody said, is there any other avenue? I don't think so. Like, I don't think that any judge is going to let him out right now. Now, I did hear, I don't even know where I heard this from, but it was like, oh, he's about to start calling up his boys or calling up his friends and trying to see if they can pull some strings to get him out. Now, I don't know if he means legally. I'm assuming that's what he means, or through some of his connections. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, this person know a judge that know a judge that know a judge that know a judge. Okay, so I guess we'll have to wait and see if that happens. But for right now, in our face, the judge is telling us no. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how famous you are. I don't care how rich you are. You are not getting out. We are stronger than you. Okay, so they're definitely trying to say that. Now, I don't want to touch a lot on this, what I'm about to say. However, it was brought to my attention, and I just feel compelled to just speak on it just a little bit. I kind of want you guys interaction and tell me how y'all think about this. So somebody came to me today and said, more, I just feel like this is wrong, right? That they're doing this to Diddy when one of our presidents, one of the candidates right now, was indicted and charged and found guilty on 34 charges, and he had never seen a night in jail, okay, a night in prison or whatever. What do y'all think about that? Now, what I told her was, I said, I understand what you're saying, but it's two different cases. You understand what I'm saying? It's two different cases. So, I don't agree with the fact that somebody can be charged for 34 felonies and they're not in jail. I don't like that. However, this is two different cases, and we cannot compare apples to apples, or, you know what I'm saying? So what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? That Trump has never spent a night in jail, and I'm not gonna say he did the same thing, but he did some things now, he absolutely did some things. She said they partied together. He has to wait until after the election, though. That's because that's what he requested, Okay. She said, I kind of agree. I don't like two different cases, two different people. Yeah. Mary J. Blige said she knew about Aaliyah, about it being a sacrifice ritual. Oh, shit. Okay. So y'all pretty much think how I said it. There's two different people, two different cases, separate situations, right? So, and that doesn't mean that you have to agree with, Trump being out and them getting Diddy, because we can't say it's a black and white thing, right? And it's kind of easy to say that, but we have also seen some white people go down. Hey, look at Jeffrey. I can never say that man's name, Epstein or something like that. But you can't say that it is a black and white thing, because we've seen both races, right, go down for similar things. She said Trump definitely should not be allowed to run for president. He is a convict felon. Emotional, mess people up. I can't wait. Okay, I do see somebody say it's white privilege, different judge, different jurisdiction. Okay, they both committed crimes and both broke laws. She said no, there's a big difference. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I really don't want to touch too much on that, but it was brought to me today, and I thought about it. I was like, well, I'm not saying that he shouldn't be in jail, but we can't go down the rabbit hole of saying that it's a black and white thing, because the crimes are different. There's some similarities, but it's different. You understand what I'm saying? So, and we can't say that, because then we're like, oh, well, Diddy should get, bail and be able to go out and roam the streets free until his trial date. So now, about a show of hands, who thinks that Diddy should be allowed bail, no matter the cost? Who thinks he should be allowed bail? Raise your hand. Alita said Trump need to be right next to him. No difference, and it is white privilege. Yes, that black and white men predators all need to go down. But just because white men get the privilege of white supremacy don't mean we have to let these black predators go unchecked. Ooh. She said Trump had RICO charges in Georgia, but I guess they are not going through with it. Yeah, I heard they dropped them or got them overturned or something like that. An American president who's hold the most powerful position in the world will always receive more latitude than a typical citizen. Just saying, okay? Woo, child, that Diddy was unaliving people, honey. That's a difference. Two completely different things. However, Puffy was an abuser and violent in his behavior. Okay. It makes no sense. You can't get a guard card with a felony. You can't get a guard card with a felony, but you can run for president. Oh, okay. Throw his ass under the jail. Okay, okay. So no one thinks that that he should get bail. Nobody. Anybody that thinks that he should get bail, let me know. Let me know. She said, what about Bill Cosby? Cosby went to jail and his crimes weren't any different than Trump. Yeah. I don't think his charge was less than Trump's. If you think about it, it was less than Trump's. She said, when you have a superseding indictment, you're going to be prison. Now, here's another thing. So a lot of people, she said, Boosie needs to be investigated next, weirdo. What did Boosie do? Ooh, child, what Boosie do? But listen, another thing, and I think we said this a million times on this panel, when the feds come after you, the feds, when they make it known that they're coming after you, like, you know, they may come after you, do an investigation, this, that, and the other. But when they let it known to the public that they after you, they already got enough to land you in jail. How many times have we heard of the feds doing an investigation, right, that nothing happened, that the person walked away free? Name one. I don't know of one. When it's announced that the feds is coming after you, that means they already have enough evidence to land you, okay? But they're continually grabbing evidence. But for the most part, they already got everything that they need. She said the feds spend months and years building cases. Once they're after you, it's a wrap. That's what I've always been told. When the feds make it known, because y'all know the feds can be, like you said, after you for months or years, right? They can be after you for months or years, and you don't even know. They'll friend you. They'll get somebody to friend you. You know what I'm saying? They may even move next door to you, across the street from you, in the same apartment building as you. They may come work with you or have somebody that, you know, an informant to come get a job where you work at, you know? So when they after you, they already have enough information. But I'm just wondering, like, seriously, if this situation may come out with Cassie, would the feds have been behind him? Because that's what they're building their entire case over. This video footage, and what happened with Cassie. They're building their whole thing about what she put in that damn lawsuit. She said, Amor, check your inbox for Boosie post. We see what you think about it. All right, hold on. No bail because he got away with it for years. He used his power, money, and status for torture. Do you think if they gave him bail, do you think that he is running for the border? She said, you 100% or more. The investigation started long before people had any knowledge. Absolutely. Innocent until proven guilty. If he hasn't murdered anyone, he should be able to post bail with conditions. Okay. And what do you think if he posts bail? Okay, I'm checking it right now. If he posts bail, she says, Amor, check the video. I sent you the first one in particular. Okay.
So we had cameras all throughout the house, and we invited people to come over and do wild things and videotape them without them. And he kept those tapes. And he did this to have power over people, to guarantee their silence, to guarantee their cooperation. And doing this to control not just powerful people, but the people around him working close to him. At some point, he must have thought this was the smartest thing he ever came up with. But it was like the dumbest choice he ever made.
Yep.
He made tapes of himself
Committing crimes. Yep.
But in his homes, they took those tapes. People are saying, oh, how can you use the tapes to get out of trouble? No. This is evidence against him.
Yes.
He created the evidence they're going to use against him. The tapes are going to make all of this way worse.
Okay, so listen, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Thumbs up if y'all just heard that. So basically, somebody just sent me a clip of this guy basically saying when they raided Diddy's house, they found all the evidence of Diddy videotaping other people doing this crime. Y'all didn't hear that video? Oh, y'all didn't hear it? Let me play it. Basically, this guy is saying that Diddy, you remember how I told y'all that criminals are the dumbest people ever, right? They got some criminals are dumb. So he recorded himself, right? Doing all this with these people and other people doing things. Let me just let y'all listen to it. He recorded people to use it as blackmail against them, right? And it's now going to be used as evidence that he committed the crimes. All right, let me put my little girls up because all right, here we go. Listen to this. Listen to this. Hold on. You got to stop doing all this jumping around. All right, listen to this.
So Diddy had cameras all throughout his house, and he invited people to come over and wild things, and he videotaped them without them knowing. And he kept those tapes. And he did this to have power over people, to guarantee their silence, to guarantee their cooperation. And he's doing this to control not just powerful people, but the people around him working close to him. At some point, he must have thought this was the smartest thing he ever came up with, but now it looks like the dumbest choice he ever made. He made tapes of himself committing crimes. When the government raided his homes, they took those tapes. People are saying, oh, Puff can use the tapes to get out of trouble. No. This is evidence against him. He created the evidence they're going to use against him. The tapes are going to make all of this way worse.
All right, that's one. Did y'all hear that? Yeah, they say criminals are so dumb. They so dumb. Now let's listen to this one.
Look how upset he was just talking about this. And I don't believe in judgment either, but I don't want any girl out there thinking it's okay to go back to a guy who hit her. I don't want any girl.
The caption says you should know. I mean, you should show how pissed he was when Ellen asked him about Chris and Rihanna. Hold on, let's do it again.
So he was just talking about this. And I don't believe in judgment either, but I don't want any girl out there thinking it's okay to go back to a guy who hit her. I don't want any girl.
No, but you all put me in it. So I'm gonna speak on it. I don't think that it's right for anybody to hit anybody at the end of the day, you know, and I don't think it's right. You know, I think that we all have to be honest with ourselves as adults and people that have been in relationships. You know, we know sometimes those relationships get ugly, you know, and sometimes it doesn't come out into the forefront the way this one has come out. And it's a lot of stones being thrown and we don't know exactly what's going on. These are two young individuals. We need to pray for them and we need to give certain support, but you don't need to start just saying that you know something that you don't know. You wasn't in that car. I wasn't in that car, and it isn't right for him to put his hands on her or her to put his hands on him. And we don't know what the problem is, but we need to pray for them and we need to do things to support them. And that's all I want to say about it.
I agree. We take a break and do it afterwards?
Can we dance?
Yes.
Because he wanted to dance because he wanted to take that focus off the fact that, you know, he basically just said that, you know, he don't think it's right for anybody to put their hands on a person knowing that he did it already. All right, let's listen to this one right quick.
I remember Diddy saying, if you get on your knees.
What was he talking about?
I said, if you get on your knees, you're supposed to cry. If you're singing a song.
Oh, okay. We segueing into the Drink Champs interview when you were with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody. They made a compilation video of you because they said you were sounding real suspect on the interview.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Of course, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I swear to God.
Come on, man. You saw that on World.
Check this out. When they started playing the game, the pause game, I would definitely.
That came from Harlem too.
Yeah, came from Harlem. I definitely would say some, oh my, ooh, the crowd would be like, whoa, did he just say that? You know what I'm saying? I don't play games. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. But yeah.
Did you
compilation? Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my back?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
I don't know what I was talking about.
Nah. I mean, I'm
look at that stuff and laugh.
It could be funny. I don't really be on it like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
I'm sure we can put Charlamagne's compilation against Diddy's
We
compilation.
have a bunch.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't do it because I know I'm bad at the game. I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe, adding up to somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't, care. You know what I'm saying? I'm bad at the game and it's probably hilarious. I would love to see it. And I would love to see the video compilation. It's hilarious.
50 came up here and he was giving you flack for the asking Fab to party. So he'll ask you to play the clip, man.
Yeah, play the clip. Go ahead.
I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah. I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy. Why are you with 50? I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me. Y'all can't see it. I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see it.
Y'all can't see that he loves me.
But see,
you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time.
Who does he sound like? He sounds like a straight textbook narcissist, right? Anyway.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like it.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he.
Okay.
But why not? Y'all both passionate. Y'all both.
I don't know. Yo, check this out. I don't know.
I don't the same.
No, we are not.
Okay.
We are not the same.
But I mean,
we are not cut from the same cloth.
Work hard.
Yeah, and you know what I mean?
Listen, he sounds like a narcissist, anyway, yeah, so, but 50 Cent knew something back then. 50 Cent like, get somebody else to do it, okay? So somebody sent me this, what you sent me about the text from Boosie, is this on his Facebook page or is this on Instagram? Because I thought we already discovered that he does not run that Facebook page. So did this come from Facebook? What you guys just sent me, please let me know. I'm gonna read it as you guys tell me if this came from Facebook or not, okay? Because I don't know. But it says, this is allegedly from Boosie Badass. It says, I feel Diddy is in jail for basically, from Twitter. Oh, okay, let me pull it up on here then if it's from Twitter. Let's pull it up over here. Let's pull it up over here. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Okay, Boosie Badass. All right, let's go to Boosie Badass Twitter and let's read it. Okay, so this is Boosie apparently. Let's go. All right. It says, oh, y'all probably can't see it, but anyway, It says, I feel Diddy is in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done. For Lou B's out for threesomes. He's just freakier. We actually go call women prostitutes who fly and willing to be with partners for sex. If that's the case, you've been flued out and had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute. If that's the case, that's 80% of the women reading this. Not me, child. I must be in the 20, baby. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. I was flued out. No. Okay, anyway. What he said, if that's the case, that's 80% of the women reading this and trafficking. Hashtag Helena or Helena. You're a celebrity. You gotta fly, pussy, and in. How else you gonna get that pussy? You're never in one place. When he talks ebonically. Okay. You're never in one place. When I saw that, you're never in one place. When I saw that video, I was pissed off at this ninja, like he really got a problem. But facing life in prison for doing basically what so many other entertainers have done, hashtag I disagree. So that's what Boosie said. Okay, let me make sure this is it. And then he says, hold on. Where that's that? All right, I don't see it on here, but another one, it says, I'm starting to feel like this sex trafficking charge for flying bees in for some threesomes will be a tool used to take down hip hop artists and celebrities. Just think about it. Who's flying they yays in to turn up? What is a yay? School me, y'all. What the hell is a yay? Okay. He said, who's flying their yays in to turn up? Who's always in a different city and gotta fly Uzi to them? Who ain't tripping and go give their sex partners a little change? Think about this. What do you say? Something is real. I don't know what it means. Somebody covered it up. But it said, if you fly a chick in, y'all turn up and give her a little change so she's straight when she go home. That's hashtag sex trafficking, hashtag rappers, hashtag athletes, hashtag D-boys, hashtag politicians. Be careful who you fly in. Okay. But what is yays? What is a yay? A yaya yay? What is that? Yay? What is that? Y'all know. She said yay is their main chick. Oh, is that Yaya? Oh, is it Yaya? Okay. I'm sorry, child. You probably the only one heard of it, Sunshine. Or yes. Yes. How do you know what that means? She said it's the main chick. I didn't make that up yesterday. When did a Yaya become a main chick? She said, I'm tired just hearing you read this. Girl, I can't read Ebonics that well. I can't read that well. I don't know what a Yaya, a yeah. She said it's a hoe. Oh, okay, yeah. Is it yeah? I mean, come on, y'all. Break the word down. Is it yeah or yeah or yees? I ain't never heard of it before. I ain't gonna lie to you. Why you just say hoe or garden tool or something? I mean, she said yeah is slang Louisiana use and speak of females. Oh, okay. Well, tell somebody. She said it's a little boo thing. Okay. Look at all my Louisianans that down there know what a yaya is, a yay, a you. Why couldn't he just say females? Why she said it's my little yee. Is it a yee? Come on now. Yay, meaning main chick. Okay. All right, y'all. She said it's yaya. Both of y'all spelling it different. Okay, what's really going on? Y'all gonna have me look up the damn word. She said it's yee. Oh Lord Jesus, I'm done with the word. Honey, I'm done with the word. I done had 3 of y'all. Somebody said yee. yay, yaya, yo. Like, what the hell? Why you just say main chick? Okay. Oh my God. All right. We done with that. She said it's a stylish main chick. Oh Lord. How do y'all know this? I need women my age to explain to me how the hell y'all know this and I don't. Okay. I don't know what no yay is. Yee. Yeah. Is it yeah? Is it a yeah? Oh yeah. Oh girl, bye. She said, yeah, like slang for yes or more. Like, yes, yeah. Oh, like my yeah. Oh, my yeah. Oh, now my, hey, Jay, am I your yeah? I gotta ask Jay, am I his yeah? Okay, my little yeah. Oh, child, y'all slang, child. Speak English. I need y'all to speak English. She said, go to the gas station. You'll hear yeah. Child, listen, I don't know what the hell it is. You hear me? I'm telling you, boy. I mean, if I was out in the streets, they'll take straight advantage of me with them words. Child, I wouldn't know what the hell they was talking about. You hear me? She said, Jay said, don't put me in this chat. Okay. She said, no. She said, I'm in that time. Listen, so Boosie basically is getting scared, okay? Because Boosie basically is saying if Diddy is getting in trouble for this, then he may be next, is what it sounds like he's trying to say to me. Okay. Boosie trying to say we didn't all flew some coochie across the state lines, is what he's trying to say. So he's like, are we gonna have the feds come behind us? Okay. Because and then he said we slide them a couple of dollars in their pockets so they'll be all right when they go back. Okay. So he's like, if anybody flued one of their in, then that is a prostitute and he is considered a trafficker. Okay. Because he said they didn't all did it. He said this is a way for them to take down the music industry. I guess, honey, the hip hop music industry. All right. He said, honestly, I just heard another YouTuber speak of this slang term earlier. She is from Louisiana and said it's a Louisiana term. Well, child, honey, I ain't never heard of it, but listen, I guess, honey, I'm trying to tell you, honey. So anyway, so basically, Boosie is saying he don't see why he should get life in prison for just flying him a piece of tail in. Now, you know what? That is something to think about. When he flew these people in, did they come on their own will, or did he say you better get on that plane right now? You better get here right now. Huh? I don't know. And then the sex workers that he flew in, if they sex workers, don't that mean that they did it voluntarily and got paid to do it? But you know, it said in the court documents that it was done against their own will, that they was drugged up, and then it was done, and then it was videotaped. So it's kind of like blackmail. They woke up and be like, boom, look who penis you just had in your mouth, right? And then if you say something and you talk about any of this, I'm gonna post it. Okay. So that is how he kept a lot of people under control, because he threatened to actually put out there for the world to see them sucking on dang-dongs and stuff like that or whatever, right? So she said, why y'all think Russell Simmons left the country? He involved too, but listen, I ain't mad at Russell. You hear me? P. Diddy should have left too. Russell probably over there smoking a cigar like, you damn fool. Him though. What can they really do to Russell? You know? It's hard to investigate Russell when he ain't even here. He's not here. He's like, hell no, you ain't gonna get me on nothing. I mean, do y'all think they can go over and get Russell out of Bali? Isn't that? I heard it was a country where they do not agree with the American extradition laws. Well, anyway, what I'm trying to say is they ain't gonna give him he's over there being a citizen and providing money to their economy. Okay, he said he can come back to the U.S. not even to visit his children. Okay, he said y'all want to see me, y'all better get on a plane, baby, or y'all better do some FaceTime with me. Okay. She said Russell knew what it was when they got billed. Okay. So like, oh, y'all ain't about to go down the line. You hear me? She said Russell got accused of SA. He left immediately, but once he came back, he would be arrested. Oh, he said he ain't coming back. He said he ain't getting back. She said he in Bali. Yep, they can't go get him. Yeah, he in Bali. Bali is a non-extradition country. Yeah, so I mean, damn, hey, take note, child. If I ever get in trouble, I'm going to Bali too, okay? And hey, I don't know why Diddy didn't go either. Shit, you know, you can live in those type of countries like a king, and you best believe he over there living like a damn king. Okay. Child, y'all better stop playing. Stop playing, honey. If I had that much money and I was facing some type of trouble, you think I'm gonna stay here for what? See you later. Shoot, I feel like me some yays out to me. You hear me? Yeah, is your little boo thing. I know I'm behind in the chat. It's okay, Miss Fox, and they didn't try to teach me already. She said, this ninja meditated and hitting that peace pipe, girl, and getting all the yin yin and the ya he want. You hear me? Girl, how much you think he getting over there? Child, please, I bet you Russell got it. Anytime he wants to snap his finger and it's there. Okay. Girl, he probably get his yay massage. Okay. Anyway, she said Diddy thought he was above it all. I believe that too, Milan. I do believe that Diddy thought that his money was going to buy him out of all of this trouble. You know, all the judge $50 million. Now, if I was a judge, no, this time. I couldn't be no judge. You hear me? Because, honey, I might be in bad land with my 50 million. I'd be like, screw the American justice system. I ain't like being no judge, no way. Jesus. Oh my God. She said, the more you know how the government does, the CIA would sit on them for years and catch him slipping. Kidnapping happens every day. LOL, you know what I mean. But do you think that they can kidnap Russell? Girl, I don't think so, honey. I don't think they're going to. I don't think so. And you know what? Russell might just be saying here about it. He might not even be there for real. You know, I don't know, man. I'm just talking. But I don't think that they're going to get Russell. I mean, get him for what? They got to charge him for something first. She said Russell knows his ex-wife, Kamora, was good friends of Kim Porter's. Kamora suspected that Diddy had something to do with Kim's death. But Russell said, I'm not going to get caught up in none of that shenanigans. Okay. She said Diddy thought Clive Davis had his back. Ooh. Did he just turn on him or something like that? Russell do be popping put every now and again. He be popping butt. What that mean? Oh, he be popping butt every now and then. Popping whose booty, child? You hear me? She said Diddy thought he was smarter than everyone. Yep, because he's a narcissist, and that's what narcissists think, that they're smart. And you know what? Somebody said this earlier in the chat. Somebody said the narcissists actually be believing that they are really innocent, and they do. Oh, popping out. Okay, he did be popping out. Okay, that's the truth. Listen, narcissists actually do believe that they're innocent. Come on now. How many have we actually seen? They really think that they're freaking ain't did shit wrong. Let's keep it above. They think that they are innocent. Like I'm the most innocent truth teller in the world. Because my name is Diddy, you know? I'm Mr. Narc. Okay, these narcissists actually believe their own lies, all of them, okay? She said, we live in the country here in Chicago, so we say it like that, Tanya, but it's a boo thing here. What, the yin yang yang or whatever? She said, you can't read the room with the sentence for nothing. Who, me? Oh, Lord Jesus, Kia, damn, Kia. You said popping butt. You know, you put popping butt. And I supposed to knew you meant popping out. You said popping butt. I thought you meant popping booty. You know what I mean? She said, I feel bad for his daughters. But didn't his daughters go visit him? I think they went to go visit him. Oh, you mean Diddy's daughters. Oh, I thought you meant Russell's daughters. Okay. Because Russell's daughter is grown. You hear me? She said 2024 is the year of the MF and narcissists. Okay, the exposure of the MF and narcissists. You hear me? They going down. They going down, baby. In 2024, the narcs going down. The narcs are being exposed, baby. You hear me? She said popping butt is diabolical. Well, she said popping butt. Then I was supposed to know that she meant popping out. How am I supposed to know that, honey? She says, where is Diddy mama, honey? Probably hiding up on the pillow or the beds. You know what I'm saying? He gave up my house. Russell, do you need a visitor? Because they're going to come get me next. You hear me, honey? If I was Diddy mama, I'd be crying seeing all that money leaving, honey, because he is losing billions. You hear me? He should have signed some of that money over to his mama, baby. You hear me? She said, oh, Lord. Said we was gonna be rich always, always. She said, I don't think that they believe they're innocent. I think that they just believe they can do whatever they want and are smarter than anyone else. They're just huge liars and gaslighters in their superpowers. Yes. Narcs. She said, I'm laughing my ass off. Y'all hear me? What? She said, I'm laughing my ass off. What you laughing at, ladder? Child, I'm just telling them, keeping it 100. She said, 2024 is the year of revelation. Everybody is being exposed. Exactly. You hear me? She said, I'm sure his mama knew. I'm sure she did too. She knew he was doing all that weird shit. She said, Diddy for a weird relationship. Diddy for, okay, let me make sure I'm saying it right. Diddy for a weird relationship with his mama too. You mean has a weird relationship with his mama too? Just like R. Kelly had a weird one with his mama. These toxic men always have mommy issues. You hear me? She said his bank accounts is frozen. He can't get this money. Oh, I hope he gave it to his mama or his sons first. That's crazy. She said, yo, I saw a clip, Diddy and his mom taking a drip and she had white nail polish. Taking a drip. Okay, you probably said some shit. I don't know what that means. What does taking a drip mean? Like, I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means, but y'all can tell me. His bank accounts are frozen. He can't get this money. Y'all tripping, but funny as hell. I hope these girls are okay. In the name of the Father and the Son, this is the more you have given me an ab workout tonight. But girl, thank you for that $19.99, child. I need it. Jesus, Father God, thank you. I thank you, Lord. She said, thank you, Tinkers, baby. I appreciate it. Kimberly said, Amor, did anyone send you the Goon Squad from Mississippi story? Oh, the Goon Squad. No, honey. Hey, the Goon Squad. Lord, Jesus. Woo, Lord, the more the IV drips they were taking. Oh, child, the IV drips, like, you mean like vitamins? And they do, oh, hydrate. IV to hydrate. Oh, okay. I need to do that. My doctor told me today I need to drink more water. Where my water? See, my doctor told me today I need to drink more water. She said, more you ain't drinking enough water. Hold on a second. Y'all gotta remind me to drink water. You hear me? Y'all have to remind me to drink water, honey. I need to drink more water. My doctor told me I need to drink more water. She said, after all that hard partying, they do a drip. Oh, that's what they do. Child, I need to go get hydrated. I'm gonna go get me a drip. I'm gonna go do me a drip, IV drip. I know it's places you can go do that at. Remember they had IV drips at the freak-offs. Yeah, they did, didn't they? So she was there. Lord, don't tell me that he flew somebody in for the mama. He probably got his mama videotape too. Ooh, Jesus, that's a sight. She said, more everyone is talking about what's going on in Mississippi. That's Jay. Hey, what's going on? Hey, look what's going on in Mississippi. What you talking about? The Goon Squad. Oh, what? Oh, in Mississippi? What you talking about? Oh, yeah, but this thing happened. This ain't nothing new. Wait a minute. The Goon Squad, did they do something new? Okay, so I covered this. Hold on. I covered the Goon Squad. Why is it coming back up? I mean, didn't they get caught? Are they getting ready to go to jail? She said, have you heard about it? I covered this already. Y'all don't remember that? Don't let me go back down to memory lane, honey. We talked about the Goon Squad, honey. Are they up for trial? Who asked me about this? Because Kimberly T, you don't remember me covering this? Have they done something else? Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. Let me know, honey, because you know they oh child, I ain't trying to pay for this. Hell no, I ain't trying to pay for this. Let me go and get up out of here. But yeah, we covered it. Kimberly, where were you, baby? Where was you, Kimberly T? We covered the Goon Squad. Sure did, because they did. I can't even remember what the hell they did, but they did something. Let me tell you what they did. What did they do? They tortured two black. Oh yeah, honey, they tortured two black men in Mississippi over a white woman, honey. And they about to get sued. I know that. But yeah, no, we covered that. Kimberly, where you been, girl? Kimberly T, where have you been? Friend, where have you been? She said, I thought something new was happening. Girl, I don't know. I looked at it and I ain't seen nothing new. She said, it's circulating again on social media. Oh, is that what it's doing? Oh, I have to take a look because we covered the Goon Squad. We know that they probably waiting trial because this happened back in March. Hold on one second. Let me see if anything new. Let me look at the news. It don't say the last thing in the news was in May. Nothing new. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Nothing new has been talked about them in the news since May. So somebody probably just bring it back up, honey. She said, yes, you covered it. Yeah, child. You know, everybody gonna be looking at my videos, honey. We were so caught up in the drama that everybody gonna be checking out my videos. I'm gonna need y'all to go back and look at some of my lives and my videos. But I did indeed cover that story. She said, I was in and out on that. It's harder to hear stories like that. Yeah, girl. I feel you, honey. Because Mississippi be doing the most. Honey. They be doing things to people and stuff like that that, you know, I probably come up missing over. You hear me? She said, yep, they definitely kissed on the lips and she wears the white nails. Oh, you mean him and his mama kiss on the lips? I don't know if I would be kissing my son after I knew he was engaged with a whole bunch of other people. You know what I mean? Other women's and men's and stuff like that. She said, I watch every one of your videos, even if you're talking about the paint drying. Oh, girl, thank you. I appreciate it, honey. I do appreciate that love. I do. I appreciate the love. Now, I did look at a couple of other stories yesterday that I am going to be touching on, but I do not want to miss this Diddy's tea. Okay. If people are not covering the Diddy story right now, they are missing out because listen, it seems like a lot of other people are going to be going down. I want to be there with it, you know? Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you. That is true. That is true. She said, hey, Ed, how's everybody doing tonight? We doing good, girl. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So, yeah, but yeah, you know, we're gonna be covering other stories, but for people that is missing out on this DDT, I think that, and I wasn't gonna cover it at first. Remember, I kept saying, oh, I don't want to do celebrity, I don't want to do celebrity, I don't want to do celebrity. But I have to touch on this because I do think it's going to get broader. I think it's gonna be a lot of other people that's gonna be taken down because of this. Okay. She said, think about all the NBA and other sports figures who hung out with Diddy. I bet Diddy is scared to be in prison because the fear someone might Epstein him before he can tell anything. The way his lawyer was saying that he was in, oh, you know what? I think the news showed pictures. Let me see. Hold on one second. But the way his lawyers was saying that he was in what's the word he used? You know, just horrible conditions or whatever. I think he said I don't know, safe or whatever. Hold on, Diddy jail. Hold on, I think TMZ released it. Conditions. Let's look at the prison that Diddy is in. Let's see what type of conditions this prison is in, honey. I wouldn't want to be in no prison. I don't give a damn what condition it's in, but let's just take a look, honey. Are they gonna take us inside? Let's see. Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Okay, hold on. Let's look. Well, I mean, it Okay. Well, let's just take a look at some of these photos, baby. Let's look. Okay, let me. She said, yes, they covered it yesterday. DO9 Douglas, you late, babe. LOL. Who is DO9 Douglas? Did y'all know Miss Potato Head had a baby RH ex-girlfriend? Oh yeah, we already discussed. We was the one that released the tea and everybody not sipping on it. Did y'all know that? But you know what's funny? It's the ones that say, I don't watch her. I don't listen to anything that she say. Now all of a sudden they got the tea. Honey, you hear me? You hear me? Anyway, let me not even go there, child. They sipping on tea that I spread. Okay, so I don't know if this is a toilet displaced from the wall or do they have the gangster link? Oh yeah, it's a toilet somebody ripped from the damn wall. Yeah, they gotta be super angry. Okay, so this is inside of the infamous house of the detention center. This was in 2021. Let's see about getting one from now. Okay. Let's do the ones that they got now. Let's do this one. Are they gonna show the photos? Let's see. This one says inside the Brooklyn Federal Jail where Sean P. Combs is locked up, violence, squalors, and death. Ooh, Jesus. Well, let's just read. Let's listen to what it says. Hold on. They might show us some pics. Oh no. Oh, don't mislead me like that, baby. Let me go back to what I was looking at because I want to see the detention center. They tripping. I wanted to see what the inside of it looked like. So let me go back to the post. The one I'm about to show you was in 2021. I know we are in 2024. Oh, here go one right here. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me go back to it because all right, I'm gonna have to go back to it. All right, so this is like a toilet drip from the wall. I guess this is showing that they got a bunch of different floors, I guess, honey. The unlimited, just a few seconds inside a cramped living quarters. What are other pictures? Okay, like a regular jail to me. I don't know what that is, child. Look like they got a hold of something sexual. Is that Boo? Wait a minute. All right, I don't even want to imagine what that is right there. Okay. They got a visiting area. This is the main visiting area. Chili ramen noodles for the commissary. What is this, girl? The kitchen. Jesus. Is that the kitchen? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yes. Guards designate an area to frisk the inmates. Leftover soap from the shower. What is this? I don't know what that is. That's a shaving station at the end of the cell block. Okay. A shaving station, the roof, and the reception area. Okay. A common room It's so dark and lonely in there, child. I'd be so claustrophobic. Jesus Christ. The chapel. This the chapel? I don't know why they show that picture like that. A jail cell interior. Marking time on the cell wall. Court date September the 24th, 2019, 50 days since looked up. August the 5th, 2019, 3 whole months. Court date December 2nd. Oh, I guess this is they look tablet. I don't know. Anyway, I would not want to be there no matter what. She said Diddy is going to make Chi in a minute. Diddy had enough money. He will have lots of friends and protection. She says, I couldn't even imagine living somewhere like that. Me neither. He's housed in some conditions as all the other criminals. Why should he be treated any different? It is prison, not the Ritz-Carlton. This is about to humble Diddy real bad, honey. I think it'll humble anybody. You hear me? Oh, Lord. She said, Diddy going to be, she says, that's going to be rough on him. He will have willing participants in prison. Teach them the freak offs. They're going to have some freak offs in prison. Who he going to get flued in? One of his yays. She said Justin will have to explain what happened to his girlfriend, G, and what happened to him. What you talking about, girl? Miss Tanya, what you talking about? She said, oh, my Lord Jesus, just bring back memories. Ugh, it's a horrible place. Too much metal and echo sounds. It's just horrible for your mental. She said, do you feel you can go down for that year or more? Wait a minute. Do you feel you can go down for that for a year in here? Child, girl, I pull out my hair out. You hear me? Look, I'm already picky as it is. Somebody just texted me and said, who is Sierra? Somebody just asked me that. Who asked who is Sierra? Raise your hand if you don't know who Sierra is. Now, who just asked me that? Who is Sierra? Raise your hand if you don't know Sierra, honey. Everybody know Sierra. Miss Natural Body. Oh, y'all. Y'all know who that is? Somebody said, who is Sierra? I ain't gonna call you out, girl. But y'all know who Sierra is. But anyway, she said, oh, Lord. She said, I hope he gets what he deserves. Me too. Me too. Now, I don't know if I could do that for no damn year. I don't even know if I could do it for a week. She said, Russell White Sierra. No, she's talking about, no, honey. She talking about the Sierra I spoke of last night, I guess. Y'all know the Sierra. She said Justin and Diddy were involved in a pow in LA. They and G went into the bathroom. G got pow. When you said Justin, I thought you meant Cora's ex-husband. Child, you done threw me all the way back. Y'all know? Girl, I thought you meant Cora's ex-husband. I was like, he no dick? Was he flew in? Girl, I thought you was talking about Cora's ex-husband, Justin, child. You talking about somebody else. You talking about like Justin Bieber's? Girl, you better say that, child. I thought you was talking about the no non-factor high class, Justin Combs. Okay, child. I thought you meant you talking about his child. I thought you was talking about Cora's ex-husband, you know, the massage therapist, the level 3 massage therapist. That's what I thought you was talking about, child. You talking about his child. I got you, honey. I got you. She said the twins were taken to California to Kim's best friend. I feel sorry for them. How old are they now? How old are the twin girls? She said, child, I was thinking Justin too. We know he allegedly on that blue stuff. LOL, yeah, he is on that blue stuff. She said they trying Justin Timberlake in the mix too. They trying to throw him in the mix. Oh, they 18. Somebody said 17. Somebody said 18. Oh, they need their daddy, honey. She said it's their thing here. Oh Lord, they're gonna get picked at and everything. But child, maybe they're just school homeschool them for the last couple of months or whatever, but they're gonna be talking about some baby oil and all type of stuff at school. Anyway, y'all, I've been on for 2 hours, honey. Let me thank my senders, honey. Michelle says, even if she did that in the room, which we know is a lie, she was leaving. Why escalated and chase her down and attack her? Just let her leave. Exactly, Michelle. Because the lawyer show did try to say she clucked him upside the head. So Michelle is basically saying if she did cluck him upside the head, okay, so she was retreating, okay? Because a police officer, once you are retreating, right? Well, I can't say, well, they're not allowed to like unalive you, right? They can apprehend you, but they're not allowed to unalive you. Okay. But anyway, I just thought it related a little bit. But thank you, Michelle, for that super chat. I appreciate you, love. Thank you, Bink Bink, for always being there and supporting your girl. I thank you. And thank you, Tinkers. She said more have given me an ad workout tonight. Thank you, Tinkers. I appreciate you. She says, those poor girls have lost their mom and now they're trifling daddy. The pow was disclosed in the Rodney Jones lawsuit against Diddy. He made statements to the feds. Child, it's more gonna come out. I'm sure it is. We're gonna stay up on it. Let me just go back through it right quick and make sure nothing else has been released. Let me get off of Boosie right quick and get back on my boy. Hold on. Okay. Give me a second. You know, my daughter had to teach me how to do this thing. Oh, here we go. I asked my daughter, she said, Mama, how you don't know who you follow? I'm like, oh. Child, I don't know who I'm following. Let me see. I'm trying to see did anything else come down. Okay, so it looks like the judge said, what is your position on a speedy trial? Diddy's attorney says, I'm not prepared to waive it. And the judge said, okay, the first day, October the 9th at 2 p.m. AUSA says, we move to exclude time under the Speedy Trial Act. Diddy's lawyer says, I can't consent. I'll know on October the 9th. The judge says, I exclude time to then. Okay, so apparently, October the 9th, which is not even that long from now, it's less than a month, we will be hearing something else from the judge and Diddy, okay? So it looks like October the 9th might be the first date that we're going to be entertained. But hold on, it says, the judge says, get me a joint letter on this by Monday, September the 23rd. We are adjourned. Okay, so it looks like, hold on, let me see. So by September the 23rd, the two attorneys have to agree on a date to go back before the judge, okay? So the judge is saying, get me a joint letter by September the 23rd, and we will adjourn then. And I guess they will explain when, because he's asking for a speedy trial. So, oh, Lord, we might be hearing something real soon, okay? We might be hearing something real soon, but I'm going to break him out for $1 million. With y'all, will y'all go break him out for $1 million? I'll go break him right out, child. You hear me? She said, More, did your spider buddy come back last night? Hell yeah, I seen that damn spider again. How did you know? Girl, I seen that damn spider again. I said, Jack, he killed that damn thing. He told me he killed one that must have had a baby or something because I saw another one. You hear me? I had to get the hell up out of here. And it may still be in here. I just left. My husband was asleep. And I ain't want to get cussed out, so I ain't going there and tell him to come get that spider. I just left out the damn office. But yes, honey, it must have had twins or something because that damn thing, I saw it again. You hear me? So I don't know what he showed me, but it looked like it might have been an ant that he showed me because that thing was so little. What I saw crawling on the wall was not little. I mean, it wasn't big, but it wasn't little. You hear me? Honey. Good night, Thelma Jordan. Good night, baby. Have a good night. She said Puppy can drop the soap for his free calls, honey. He might, he gonna have them. She said, now the spider got a twin. Dang, a twin or a child, honey. It had something in here. You hear me? She said, I don't do spiders. Child, I don't know what it is in Houston, honey. But people say, oh, it ain't normal. How people say spider normal inside the house? We need to find out what it coming in there, the cracks or something, honey. How you get a whole spider in here? I don't like spiders. I don't like no type of critters and, crap in the house. I don't like that. She said, I heard Beyonce filed for divorce. Stop saying stuff like that. Y'all know Beyonce ain't filed for no divorce. If Beyonce filed for divorce, that's going to be all over the place. You hear me? What? Oh, stop playing, y'all. Y'all know some of this stuff just be rumors, honey. Hold on. Y'all stop playing now. What? Let me pull this up right quick. Somebody just sent me something. Before we go, since we on here, hold on one second. Since we on here, let me pull something up that somebody just sent to me. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull this up. This supposed to be just in. Let's hear it. I had to do it like this. Is this it? How long is it? Oh, 29 minutes. Okay, let's listen. I hope this ain't no clickbait, because I'm gonna be mad if it is, okay? Y'all send me something. Y'all need to listen to it first. It better not be no damn clickbait. So anyway, somebody just sent me this, and it says Judge Joe Brown just released a bombshell about information about Diddy's arrest. Okay.
That's to our exclusive membership program, complete with.
Hold on. It sounds like he got music going on in the background. Let me see if I can even.
Interest in.
Hold on. Let me
just separate. In your expert opinion, what do you think about that situation, and what do you think the end result is going to turn out to be when it comes to Sean Combs as we stand right now?
Well, let's say this. Let's separate what's going on from Mr. Combs, P. Diddy. You've all heard of Miranda rights. You have a right to remain silent, anything you say, etc., etc. Miranda was not a nice guy, but these rights that everybody has a vested interest in protecting were enumerated and articulated through Miranda. Now, what I'm talking about is separate and apart from P. Diddy. Over the last 50 years, I've done a lot of trial work. I was a criminal defense lawyer, and starting more than 40 some years ago, I started getting clients who had federal cases, and we'd have to go to trial with the feds. I represented a lot of pimps and prostitutes 40 some years ago. And West Memphis, Arkansas, really close to Memphis, Tennessee, right across the bridge. And down here in Mississippi, there's what's been glamorized as P Valley in the series. And I would have pimps transporting dancers and prostitutes across these state lines. So we'd get RICO, not RICO, but Mann Act charges against them. The Mann Act was designed to catch Jack Johnson, a black heavyweight champion of the world before World War could not be defeated by any great white hope. Jack Johnson had a white wife, and she had some friend girls who would travel around with her. Particularly in the South, a lot of white people found that very offensive. So they set up the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, to develop a proposed law that became known as the Mann Act, and that was designed to get Jack Johnson.
He is talking too slow. Let me see if I can speed this shit up. Hold on, because I don't have no idea what he even saying. Let's try to get this quicker. Hold on.
Understand this was this man's lawful wife, but he was riding on a train across a corner of Georgia, let's say, on the way to a seaport, on the way to Europe. And because they weren't armed at the time, the FBI was accompanied by local law enforcement officers. And in Georgia, let's just say that 100 some years ago, they did not recognize interracial marriage. So Jack Johnson was arrested for transporting a woman, his wife, across interstate lines for illicit purposes. So there is no money necessity involved in this, but it is known as the Mann Act. I'm looking at the 14-page indictment right now, and it doesn't say Mann Act anywhere in there, where usually it would. It mentions the Federal Code section.
Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to see if he's saying that the man got some leeway in this case. Hold on. I might have to fast forward this. I'm not about to listen to the whole 30 minutes. Hold on, y'all. What is going on? Give me a second. Judge Joe Brown do talk too slow. Let me just, hold on. What did the
There's no money necessity involved in this, but it is known as the Mann Act. I'm looking at the 14-page indictment right now, and it doesn't say Mann Act anywhere in there, where usually it would. It mentions the Federal Code section. I'm looking at the rest of the 14 pages, and I find it absolutely extraordinary because there are only 3 counts to this indictment. And ordinarily, in my experience, an indictment like this would read between the dates of 2009 up until the return of the indictment, the defendant did unlawfully transport females across state lines for illicit purposes, and they leave it at that. You would be guessing what they were talking about. You'd have to file motions to get a more particular statement, and the feds would fight like hell to keep you from finding details so they could try you by ambush. For these 3 counts in the indictment, they went over and over a lot of things. Like, for example, each particular phase of this thing, they keep repeating all of the defendant's aliases. Their standard procedure is in the very first paragraph. The defendant, in this case, and they list his aliases here and after, known as the defendant, referred to as the defendant, and they would just say defendant in each count where that was necessary instead of repeating all of this.
What are you saying?
2005.
Yeah.
That he had 3 disassembled carbines and 1 West Bank along with Manila. I just alluded to it. Eastland and Bird came up 40 years ago with saying is why is the U.S. government taking it upon itself to do what it's doing, where it becomes very obvious if you read between the lines, they're trying to protect somebody instead of prosecute them as co-actors in this mess, and why they're trying to do what they're doing to silence somebody who might expose who those protected people are. Keep the Epstein thing in mind. We know who was on the list of visitors to the island and who flew on the airplanes, because those things have been published. But this time, this close to this crucial November election, it strikes me that somebody does not want that to happen again.
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but we kind of alluding to maybe former presidents or political people.
No, Trump had nothing to do with this one.
I was talking also about Obama, maybe.
No,
Okay.
this is Mrs. Imhoff is married to a big time Hollywood lawyer. Prior to 2014, when she married this big time Jewish Hollywood lawyer who has a lot of clients in the communications industry, they were all on Kamala Harris's behind about little goings on. It stopped suddenly in 2014 when she married somebody who had Hollywood inside. And you have to understand who is this that's likely to be going to these parties and who isn't involved in it as an entertainer. Is there some kind of implication that would influence that person's campaign?
Oh, I see what he's trying to say, y'all. Y'all hear this? So basically, it sounds to me that Judge Joe Brown is trying to say they're trying to protect Kamala Harris. Is that what y'all getting? Because that's what I'm getting.
We already know what kind of freak she has already been. We look at Willie and Montel and when she was in Howard and some other things going on out there in California that are a bit wild. So this, remember, has been going on allegedly since 2009.
Okay. Well, that's enough of that. If y'all want to go watch that, y'all can. Yeah, I'm not buying that crap. So basically, it sounds to me that he's trying to say the reason why they're doing this right before the political election is because they're actually trying to protect a bigger person, and he's trying to allude to Kamala Harris. I'm not buying it, and the reason being is because why they didn't do this when she was running for VP. So I don't know about that. It could have some validity to it. I don't believe it. Yeah, no, I need more evidence to even believe that. And the person that said that there's a rumor that Jay-Z and Beyonce is getting divorced, I just looked at it and it said that is untrue. Okay. And if they are, it ain't hit the news yet. Okay. So anyway, y'all, but people are crazy, child. It might be to protect the bigger fish, but I don't know if that bigger fish is Kamala Harris. You understand what I'm saying? She said he's crazy and he's a woman hater. I honestly think that he cannot stand Kamala Harris. So, and when you can't stand somebody, you try to always, point them as they're the reason. They're the reason. And we've seen it so much here on YouTube. Remember, social media. People always want to point the finger at somebody they cannot stand. Oh, he's the reason. He's the reason. She's the reason. She's the reason. You know what I mean? So he doesn't like her, and it's evident. So I do not believe that I'm sure it may be he's trying to protect the bigger person, or it is to protect the bigger person, but I don't think that bigger person is Kamala Harris. I just do not believe that. Because in my opinion, I believe they would have pulled out all the shots and everything that they could through the kitchen sink at her so she couldn't make VP 4 years ago. Okay. So no, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that one. Some more. Did you see the link that I sent? Hold on one second. I am definitely not buying that one. So let's get off of that right quick. And I'm just going to do these last two, and then we're going to move on, okay? Because, I don't want my videos to be that long. Hold on. All right, let me look at these last two messages that were sent. And thank y'all for trying to adhere to the rules. I know that I'm going to go over the rules again before I get off because I know everybody wasn't there. But I know a lot of people probably were not on the live when I went over the rules. But for the most part, it seems like you guys are doing very good. All right, it says, here is a story. Yeah, I heard of this story. Makisha, I'll look at it again, but I thought this happened some years ago as well. But let me go to the next one. Oh yeah, thank you, Bokamosa. Oh, let me see what this is about. Was this recently? Let me see. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically receive IV fluids to recover from physical exertion and drug use. All right, so this one right here shows. Let me just show it to you guys right quick. Also crazy. So this one shows. This is a video showing where him and his mother was definitely engaged in doing the IV drip, and they put it up beside the lawsuit where it reads, after freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically receive IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use, and they tied this to the video of him and his mom.
Mom freshly dipped.
I just taking out the music. She got on a white pop. Ah, you know what? Listen, y'all, hold on. Let me go back a little bit. Somebody zoomed in on the mother's fingernails. Now, what did y'all so wrong? Y'all are so wrong. Do you hear me? So in the lawsuit that Cassie filed, she said that during the freak-offs, what color nails did she have to color her feet? Y'all so wrong for this. She said that Diddy wanted her to have her nails white so that when she's, stroking the big black dong-dong, that it looks, it stands out and pops. Y'all wrong. Y'all are so effing wrong. But his mama, it has white fingernail polish on her nails, and she is getting an IV. So do y'all think the mama was? Mercy, Lord. Y'all, I don't even want to think about that for a moment. That is crazy. But let's just. Of his mama nails. Y'all just so wrong for that. And he laughing. He laughing like, yeah, I got my mama too. He said, yeah, my mom's single. Hold on, let me see if there's music in the background again. Oh yeah, I can't play the music. He said, mom's is single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her, and she's so picky. She's so picky. They don't understand, but yeah, that'll be the funniest show in the world. It will be. It actually will be. I know you wouldn't get started. I know you wouldn't get started when she was doing something. We're not doing that. Yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. My deuce knows how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing, y'all. She outside moving. She got white nail polish on, baby. And shaking, baby. He said she moving and shaking, baby. I bet she is. Oh, Lord, P. Diddy, mama child. She come with me to the strip club. Lord, Father God. Where you go to the strip club with your mama? Can anybody go to the strip club with their mama? Baby. No. I don't care for real. It's my dog. She my dog, baby. That's his dog. I want to live life. I bet you do, honey. Oh, Lord. Mama. We out here moving and grooving. They out there moving and grooving with that white fingernail polish on. My mom told me what? My mom told me what? Hold on, let me go back. My mom told me she just said, keep it moving, baby. That's right. Keep it moving. She don't stop. She could touch the floor with her palms. She can touch the floor with her palms. I wonder what for? What for? Bend over, touch the toes. No, bend over, touch the floor with your palms, baby. With your palms. Damn. You know his mama can touch the floor with her palms. Damn. That must mean she had to be bending over and touching the floor with her palms. Okay. He got it on tape. He said with her palms flat. Okay. Not the tips of her fingers, honey, because most of us can only just touch the floor with our tips of our fingers. But she can bend over and touch the floor with her palms. Flat. Flat. Back. She laughing. He laughing. Oh, Lord Jesus. She said the more white polish is okay. Listen, white polish. Y'all know what P. Diddy said about the white polish, Kimberly. Don't act like you don't know what Cassie said in her lawsuit about white polish. Okay. We ain't gonna sit here and act like this whole man that Cassie said made her wear white polish when she's rubbing and stroking on the darkest. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? Don't play. Now, I know a lot of people probably wear white polish, but I'm just saying people that's around Diddy might wear white polish for something else. All right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay? So, now, if you wear white polish and you ain't around Diddy, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you wear white polish and you around Diddy and you getting IVs in your arm, then you might have been a participant or participant in one of them spin-offs. Freak-offs or something to that sort. Okay? Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. She said at the end they kissed on lips. Oh, shit. You said at the end they kissed on the lips. Okay, so they must have cut that part. Hold on. Let me see. Did they? Okay, it didn't show. It didn't show on this one that they kissed on the lips, but good Lord, Father. So he said him and his mama have fun together. They have fun together. She had on white fingernail polish, and Cassie said he wanted her to have white fingernail polish on so that, you know, the darkest, you know what, it looks, you know, I guess it bounced off in the videos or something. Okay, she said if someone can go to that page and send some of those videos to a more please for the future reporting. Oh, geez, what videos? She says, Kimberly T, no, he's not. His sister was going to sign for his bail. What are y'all talking about? Which one you talking about? Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, you said, is he the only child? No, he's not the only child. Mama getting her boots knocked. Yeah, she sure is, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with it, though. She deserved it. She just a cheese. Okay, ain't she? She said, I read his mom and dad was a big deal back in the day. Oh, okay. I heard he done slapped his mom up too. Oh, he put his hands on his mom. Girl, where you hear that from? He put his hands on his mom. Now you know that is totally disrespectful on every level. All right, let me just make sure I don't have any more. I don't. Okay, this is it for today. All right, you guys, listen, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll keep y'all in the loop. Now, it may not be much tomorrow because, you know, I did not hear his lawyers say that he was going to be going back to court today, but they do owe the judge something by the 23rd, okay? So unless something pop off, maybe, you know, we might rest on this until the 23rd to find out what is going on. But if something else pop off, y'all know I'm going to bring it to you. You hear me? She said, "Amor, I'm just tuning in now." Hey, Mrs. Bree Glover, how are you? Well, go back and rewind. She said, face down, ass up, Mama Combs. Okay. Good life. Thank y'all. Listen, hit that thumbs up button for me, please. Share. Thank you guys so very much. Hit the likes up, hit the likes up, hit the likes up, and share this video. I will talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye now.